So YouTube, I am having a test ride on the Speed Triple and see what it's like. This is the R version, which comes with the Öhlins suspension and a few carbon bits and bobs. I don't think I'd get the R version. Brembo brakes come on the standard one as well. But I think the main difference is the Öhlins front and rear. This carbon bit, slightly different seat, I think. Carbon mudguard. I think that's pretty much it as it goes. It's from Hyundai M40. Let me take it out for a quick test ride, considering buying one of these, so having a go on it, see what I think. So let's go and have a go and see how she rides, and I'll give it's not a review, just an first impressions video, just to see what I feel of it. You feel it's more lean forward than I thought it was going to be, but it's not really lean forward like my Daytona. It's quite quiet with the standard exhaust. These bar end mirrors are weird things to have, but very good because you can see around your arms, which is helpful. Yeah, so it's got modes. I'm in sport at the moment. Can I change it? It says rider, rain, road, or sport. What was the first one? Track. Sport will do. It's got some good torque on it. Try not to give it too much beans because it's still in its running period. But I got to see what it's like, right? Feels quite nimble. Something a bit clunky in there at the lower end of the range. It's probably just been hacked to bits, this, because it's a demonstrator, although it's not done that many miles, he said. Never buy a demonstrator, especially not a motorbike, if you care about running periods and stuff, because I bet you most people that have taken this for a test ride won't be entirely sympathetic to the engine. So let's go and have a whiz towards Thame, one of my favourite little roads around here. And it's quite dry at the moment, if not a bit cold. Well, let's see. It feels quite small. I left my earplugs off so I could hear the bike. It's so quiet. I'd have to do something about that if I bought one. I'd definitely have to put a different exhaust on it. It's way too quiet for commuting. I prefer to have a really bloody noisy bike people can hear coming when you're commuting. Yeah, it feels pretty nimble. I mean, you know you're on a naked bike because you're getting hit sort of square in the chest with all of the wind, which isn't a bad thing. I guess it probably keeps you a bit more honest on a speed front. Yeah, it felt alright. I thought it was quite nice through the bends. See what it's like at sort of town speeds now then. It's quite nicely at 30 actually, in third. My Triumph my Daytona struggles to do 30. Doesn't like it. Must be faulty. Or I am. But this feels quite comfortable at 30. And it's not so far forward that you're on your wrists either, which is good. It just feels like such a small bike. You feel very in the bike. If you know what I mean. It's got traction control and ABS, which is good. Don't like where those controls are. It accelerates pretty nicely, so that's good. It feels like it needs a quick shifter. That triple gives it a good bit of grunt, even in 6th gear. Nice bit of pickup there. Doesn't feel as smooth as the Daytona engine wise. It feels a bit more vibey. Don't know why that is. Doesn't sound as meaty as I thought it would. But I guess that's the exhaust. Sounds a bit rough. Something down there sounds grindy. But I guess that's just the demonstrator-ness of it. I do like having bar red mirrors actually, they're very good. You can really see behind you. It feels weird having so little in front of you when you're not used to it. It's like just nothing here. Very odd. I quite like it. It's different to the Tracer, obviously. I think it would be quite good fun for commuting on, although you can't see over cars as easy as you can on the Tracer because the Tracer's taller. I wonder what the seat height's like comparison. Yeah, what's all that on the road? See what it's like on the bumpier roads. Now, the Öhlins suspension, the guy was telling me, is harder than the normal suspension they have on the S. So this is probably going to be mildly uncomfortable as a ride. It's okay, dude. There's a fucking great hole in the road there. Still building all that shit. Jesus, it's been going on for ages. So this is probably going to be a slightly bumpy route, but it's good to see what the suspension's like, I guess. It is quite hard on the old suspension. If I was going to get one, it wouldn't be the R, because I don't like the look of the R. I prefer the look of the other one, so I'd go for the one with the difference is some carbon fibre shit in the suspension. Frankly, I can cope with that, especially if it's a bit softer. I could always upgrade the suspension later if I fancied it. Should we go that way? No, let's go this way. It's not like a hooligan bike, it's an irresponsible gentleman. something weird like that, I don't know. Even in sporty mode, the throttle's not massively snatchy at the bottom, which is good. Seat's pretty narrow at the front actually, and sort of dips in towards the tanks. You sort of slide towards it. In summary then, it's a nice, light feeling 1000cc triple engined fun bike. I think it would be good for commuting. I think you'd want to put some noisier pipes on it. It feels a bit quiet for commuting, but it's bloody good fun. I mean, can't fault it. The brakes are great, the suspension's great, the power delivery is really nice. Yeah, it's good. I like it. It's pretty comfortable. So there we are, YouTube. That's my little impressions ride of the Triumph Speed Triple R 2016. And there we have it. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Goodbye.